What's up everyone and welcome to another Tech Gear Talk video. You may have heard yesterday that Microsoft executive Joe Belfiore announced on Twitter that Microsoft is finally pulling the plug on the whole Windows Phone idea. Now, this hasn't really come as a surprise to a lot of us who've been following the trends, and Microsoft Phone's literally been on its last leg for a while now. And according to reports, it only held 0.1% of the mobile market share in the first quarter of 2017. And if you go back and look at the fourth quarter of 2016, you'd see that Android devices held 81.7% of the market share and iOS devices held 17.9% of the market share. And this was just a reality that Microsoft wasn't able to overcome. If you're old enough to remember Blackberry being popular, you know that it suffered the same fate that Windows Phone has at the hands of the two mobile OS giants. Now, personally, I never really liked the Windows Phone interface, definitely not when it was released. And later on when the Tile version came out, it was better, but I never felt like it was good enough to pull me away from the phone I was using at the time. And don't even get me started on Windows 8 for desktop, where they try to force me to use Tiles on my desktop. Nope. And luckily I had, what was I using? Classic Shell. I'd installed that so that I could get my normal start menu until finally Microsoft got their together and brought the start menu back so that we can actually use Windows like Windows. And I get Microsoft's vision of providing a single OS across multiple platforms. I think it's a good idea and concept, but it's just not a great interface for a device where you use a mouse. And I remember just hating it. I could not believe that that's what we were getting. No, okay. Deep breath. Now, Microsoft first announced that the end of support date was going to be July 11th of 2017, and obviously that date passed. And now, in a recent tweet, they claim that they will, of course, continue to support the platform, bug fixes, security updates, etc., but building new features and hardware aren't the focus. I think it should be isn't the focus. Building isn't the focus, I think. But anyways, that's what they said. Now, looking at this in retrospect, it seemed like a failed venture from the start because Microsoft was immediately unable to keep pace with Android and iOS since it released Windows Phone back in 2010. And the problem was that Microsoft was never able to capture a significant portion of the user base. It created a situation where companies couldn't justify making the additional development investment in a platform that honestly just didn't have the user base to support it. So unfortunately, Windows Phone is now officially dead and the iOS Android battle continues. I've been an iOS user from the start, although I've been thinking about switching to Android lately. But now with the release of the iPhone X, I think I'm going to give that a shot before I go ahead and switch. We'd love to know what you think about this topic. And for more Tech Gear Talk, reviews, and tutorials, please hit that subscribe button and then give this video a like. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Tech Gear Talk. See you soon.